Live from Deck Expo 2019, it's the Ultimate Deck Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to the Ultimate Deck Podcast. We're live from Louisville.
Louisville.
Kentucky. Louisville.
You got corrected on that last night.
We got scolded last night. Somebody barked Louisville a little bit too loud, and we got some locals who are like, it's Louisville, thanks. It's like, yeah, well, when you can pronounce Saskatchewan, come find me.
The E is silent. It's a silent E.
Silent E. So we're here live from Louisville at Deck Expo 2019 at the Decorators booth, and we've got Jase. This is another one. Jase DeBoer.
DeBoer.
Decorators with us today.
Repeat customer on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
We don't have too many repeats.
You're the first two-time guest.
Am I really?
I believe you are.
And isn't it like episode, it's 50, right?
It's episode 50.
50th episode, and you're the two-timer, yeah.
Not planned, but honored. That's awesome.
There you go. I don't know which the first one was you're on. 5. Let's call it
right.
five.
There are very few that'll share this honor, Jase, so.
That's right.
Fair enough.
So we're here. The show is it's kicking. It's day one. We're halfway through day one. You guys have a fantastic booth here.
Yeah, thanks.
Looks great.
Yeah, we're having fun.
You're standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first thing you're going to notice, if you're a deck nerd like we are, when you walk up to this booth, is that there's some new stuff on here, and it looks pretty.
There's some new stuff. Yeah, that's kind of our thing at Deck Expo. We love to use this show as a launch pad for the next season, kind of like, the new stuff and getting that in front of the industry so they can make some decisions and get out there. So
Very cool.
Right. Yeah.
So Voyage line kicked off last year. That was you guys launched the Voyage line. It's been a resounding success, I feel.
Rockstar.
Traction unbelievable, great warranty, looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Expansion contractions in. You got that on the. You got that dialed in.
Locked down.
Locked down, dialed in.
Yep.
The one thing we heard from people a little bit though is like, you're kind of missing a color here, guys. We got like this light gray and this dark gray and this kind of yellowy color and this reddy color, but like, where's the brown?
Yeah. We got a pretty common comment all year. Hey, we love Voyage. We love the performance of it. We love everything about this traction. You got Costa and Mesa, which are beautiful colors, but they're not that true brown color that we'd love to get in there. So this year we're adding that 5th color to Voyage. So we launched Voyage last year with the 4 colors. Our 5th color is Kaya. And if you're wondering, we got Sierra, Tundra, Costa, Mesa, Kaya. There's a little naming convention there, but Kaya actually means it's an African mahogany, truly. So we got the name from there, and it's got that rich brown color, and it's a welcome addition to the Voyage family for sure.
So I think if your major critique you get all year is that you don't have enough of that board,
That's a good problem.
I think you're doing okay.
Yeah.
It's like, this is amazing. Just
There you are,
just
Instagram.
have some more, right?
Yeah,
You should have got a longer sample, Jace.
Yeah, right. I have this 3-inch sample and the 4-foot sample, so sorry. It's in between.
Beautiful looking board though. It's that nice chocolatey brown color with some black streaking in it. It's sharp. It looks good.
No, we're really happy with it.
It really rounds out the palette, I believe, like as far as the selections go.
Good words.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like palettes?
Wow.
Yeah.
Just
Louisville's really, I'm getting really educated down here. It's great.
that was part of it too. We looked at Costa and Mesa and what there's a lot of two-tone decks happening, and what's a brown that's going to pair well with that kind of earth tone pairing. And so Kaya anchors the browns for us, and you can do some play in there with all 3 of those browns. So.
Yeah, the combination you have here with the Costa looks great. That's a nice combo we got going on there.
You'll have some pictures up on your Instagram page of this, so people can look back
for sure.
at it?
Yeah, if you want to check out the Decorators Instagram page, there's stories, and we're pretty active today showing it off. So and you can go to decorators.com and see it as well. So
awesome.
Yeah. Very cool.
Good deal. So what else you got here, Jase? That's not the only exciting new thing that's happening here.
No. So we'll stay on the Voyage train a minute. So we introduced Voyage last year. We wanted to come out, with this line and establish it as our top of the line Eovations technology with the 4 colors. Once we got that in front of dealers and contractors and really established that, we've had some stuff in the hopper, but we wanted to make sure we got this thing right. And so for this year, we kind of expanded Voyage into what we're calling Voyage varied plank decking. So we got the 5th color, and now all 5 colors are available in different widths. We got the 3.5 and the 7.25 to go with it. So we're really excited about that, especially that Eovations technology on that wider board just really performs with the thermal, the lack of thermal movement. We're really excited to add that as a design element to Voyage.
So with that wider plank, do you have any different install requirements to do that? More screws, less screws, same number of screws?
No, it's the same. In fact, you can see here we got the 2 screws you're looking at here on the deck pod. So no, there's no difference there, and yeah, it's just going to be a great addition for that wide board. And you can see the railing. You get one railing base on that board, so a nice addition for perimeter ideas or deck horizontal deck skirting, that kind of thing. So yeah, we're excited.
That's what that wide board really shines, is on that. And I don't know that I anticipated this when the industry started doing these wide boards here, but the nice benefit of having that wide board as your picture frame is the fact that you can still see some of it. There's still a reveal underneath your post skirts and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times your railing kind of covers your picture frame, and if you're using a contrasting color, you're kind of losing the effect. But that wide board gives you a little bit more to look at there. So
yeah, and you've seen some out there where they're doing like a 3.5 inch with that double picture frame. So yeah, there's some creativity happening, and we're just giving the tools to our contractors to do that with Voyage, and yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's great.
I like the on the deck we're standing on here as well. If people can't see what we're talking about, that's
he's going to
put the podcast.
He's going to put the pictures up on the internet. He said,
"Yeah, you got to do some homework after this."
Yeah.
So, but the alternating between the 5.5 inch plank and the 3.5 inch plank looks great. I love that look. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, and and what you did, we were inspired by this. Actually, we were up in Saskatchewan, and you were building the deck for your home show, and you kind of inspired this pod actually with the outer perimeter being the lighter color, with the field being darker.
Yes, our
really
sphere
cool
of
look.
influence is incredible.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. Okay, so that's exciting too. I think that's the most exciting part, is to see what people are doing with this stuff. Like watching Instagram and seeing what the different builders are doing with it.
Yeah, I don't see it being taking the whole field of your deck and alternating deck boards all the time, but I do see having it be like an accent piece for 3.5 inch decking for horizontal deck skirting, or a cap rail on your railing, or maybe that second picture frame board for like a wide and then a 3.5 inch double picture frame. But I think it's just that accent piece that it's really going to play into.
So that, for me, I think the biggest reason I like that 7-inch board on the picture frame is that whenever you fasten a railing post down, almost always your two inside screws end up kind of fitting in that awkward channel that falls, right? It's a dead zone. And so you get a 7-inch wide board.
Don't want to get a screw in your crack.
That's right.
Nobody wants that.
If you are on
Nobody likes
Instagram,
that.
on Deckorators, we got some. I got hold these up here. There's a 3.5 Costa, and I'll pass that down if you guys want to show that. And
that's
then,
a much better length. Good job.
Yeah, here's some better lengths, right? And then we got the 7.25 Sierra, and we said, all of these 5 Voyage colors are available in these different widths now.
So
now
all lengths?
So 12, 16, 20 on the 5.5 inch still, 20 foot only on the 3.5 and 7.25, but it comes solid and solid.
Yeah, it does.
So
20 foot on the
non-traditional width.
On the non-traditional width.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yep.
So for us on the vendor side of that makes my life a little bit easier.
Less SKUs.
I don't need to be stocking 15 SKUs of one color.
Considering our sphere of influence, your name probably came up when that was happening. It's like, we make Wade's life easier with these here if we just
fewer SKUs.
We have roundtables and just wonder what Wade's thinking, and we make decisions.
We do that on a daily basis.
Smokes, where does that go? Like, where do you end up? What's Wade thinking?
One time
we end up just drinking bourbon and smoking cigars.
So this isn't a new product. Sorry to get away from this now. This isn't a new product, but I'm watching one of your reps talk to an attendee here about your sleeper system, and I still think that's cool, even if it's not new this year. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the sleeper system you got?
So we talked about Eovations earlier. I won't go into all the technicalities. I think everybody understands it's a non-wood composite, unique technology for Deckorators, and one of the unique elements of it is it's no organic material, and it has a warranty to go in the water, in the ground. And when you're building rooftop decks or a floating deck over a concrete patio or something of that nature, the structure underneath that, it can be a problem, especially when it comes to moisture. You got to wrap your joists, or you got that water moisture situation on top of the roof. So the sleeper system is just a 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch, or basically created in Eovations 2x2. That becomes your grid-like structure underneath the Eovations decking on a rooftop. So you got a complete water and ground warranty decking and structure on the rooftop or on a patio. You can fasten into that system. It can be a floating system on a roof, and it's just another, small innovation. We talk with builders, and it's a big problem when they're trying to get that deck done quickly, wrap the joists and all that. This just solves another problem for them. So
yeah, I love it. I think it's super cool. It solves a problem that up until now a lot of people were having to just kind of like make up their own idea of what that sleeper is going to be. It's like, well, what can I do? Can I like rip down some old boards and what it like? Now there's something with the
some
solution.
people were doing that, right? They were taking other decking that is good for water contact and ripping it down and using that as the sleeper system.
That's absolutely how it came about.
Well done.
We were talking to a retailer. They were ripping Eovation's decking, and they were asking us, hey, can we still get the water ground warranty if we use this as a sleeper system? And we said, why don't we just work with you and make one? And we did, and here we are. So it's been good.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, so what else do we have here, Jase? You're not just a decking company.
No. Yeah, before we go into some of that too, while we were talking about the perimeter, Dark Slate, it's been a pretty unique board for us in the last year.
Of course.
I wouldn't say this is a new launch for us, but we heard from contractors pretty frequently like, hey, if it's just a picture frame board, can you slot it on one side and make our life easier? And so we did. So still the same 21-foot board. It's still available in solid profile, but now you can also get it with a single side groove to catch that clip on the inside and look the right part on the outside.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that somebody would not want that.
Right.
Yeah. Because that's the common thing. If you have to end up screwing down. Like not only you have to screw down or plug your perimeter board, but you have to do the first row on your first groove board as well, or you're using starter clips or something else. But like this solves the problem. Yeah.
No, it's sometimes it's just simple little. We talk to contractors and they got a little issue, and it's why wouldn't we fix that and make their life easier? And that's kind of that's our product development MO. You talk to builders and they have real world problems that we just try to fix with small little deals there. So
yeah, those I love that they're just solving problems. You know, it's like
I like when people come up with just common sense solutions to things, and maybe it's a good tie-in to talk about like Camo just did that. Camo came out with a great new fastener. It just solved a lot of problems that people didn't really know they were. They knew they were having them, but they didn't expect anybody to do anything about it.
That was the thing. They knew they had it. They just nobody was helping them.
Yeah. We just talked to so many builders here, and first of all, Deck Expo, what a great place for all these builders to come around and, we get a chance to talk with all these guys. And one of the things that came up unanimously is, this camo system is just changing our life. It's half the deck time to install these boards. And so Deckorators got behind it and said, you know what? Why would we not do the right thing for the contractor and not approve our decking to be compatible with that fastener? So we're one of the only, maybe the only manufacturer who said, yeah, let's do it.
Sometimes you got to think like a customer, right?
Right.
Just provide the least amount of resistance to what people actually want to do. Yeah. Stop fighting the guys that are buying your stuff.
Exactly.
Let them do what they want to do.
Yes, right? Absolutely. So, no, it's
good. Okay.
So what you mentioned earlier, so we're not just a decking company, we do quite a bit, and so I think what you're alluding to is probably some of the railing around us too, right? So we've been known for the aluminum baluster since we became a brand, right? And I would say our aluminum railing up to date, it's been good, but we haven't really innovated in that space like we have decking. And so what I was telling somebody here earlier in the booth is when you innovate with decking, you kind of innovate out and you all these new features and you try to make it more robust. With railing, the innovation's almost inverse. It's like, how do you innovate to simplify, right? And so we really tried to take that approach with our new ALX Contemporary pre-assembled railing, which is just a really clean top rectangle profile, square balusters. It's welded, it's just rigid and pre-assembled and easy to install. We already had that railing profile available in the brushed titanium color, unwelded, and now we've added 4 powder-coated colors that are welded. So it's just a really beautiful, rigid, welded railing in 4 beautiful colors in addition to what we had with brushed titanium. So.
Yeah, this is another thing that, like, again, thinking like a customer, the welded panel systems they're simple to install. They cut down the install time so much.
That's right.
And I mean, sometimes you probably get feedback from the dealer channel saying, they're big. It takes a lot of square footage to store these things.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's simple. It's less SKUs. Instead of having top rail, bottom rail, picket spacers, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
And the customers are going to appreciate it. So,
absolutely.
I also like the shape of that. Like your top line on this rail, it is sharp. Like it looks so good.
The idea was just to keep clean lines, and not get too crazy with it. Let the railing be there but not there, and let the decking scream and talk and show that interior design and just complement the decking. And so we're really happy where that's going, and it's good. It's a good railing.
So. Okay, cool. Good. So railing, then
With that,
What else?
we had an issue with secondary handrail, which is becoming more of a code compliant issue with a lot of builders. I need secondary handrail, ADA compliant railing on my job. I'm getting inspectors asking for it. We had a secondary handrail that, one, it wasn't metal, it was vinyl coated, so it didn't match the railing. And two, the brackets were meant to work on a 4x4 post, and it never got slimmed down to that 2.5-inch post profile we had.
Gotcha.
So the brackets were kind of outside that dimension.
Sounds
Another
sweet.
just simple thing, right? You're like, how we just got to change that. So we did, and with these new powder coated colors, the weathered brown, the bronze, the textured black, we have a secondary handrail that now works with the same aluminum system in black, white, and brown. So it's sometimes our best innovation is just be simple and solve those things that we're just missing. So and that's what we did. So
Good.
Cool. Less is more.
absolutely, yeah.
And you guys got some lighting options. You've always had something with lighting, but you want to speak to that a little bit?
Yeah. So I'm sure some have seen, but we paired up with an interior design, I would say interior brand. They do some outdoor, but Hinckley Lighting is one of those lead brands in lighting that you would put a fixture in your home or some of the outdoor patio paths and things like that. But they weren't in the decking category, and we were looking to up the game in lighting and bring that interior design outside in lighting. So we worked with Hinckley. They designed a beautiful light system of step lights and post cap lights that fit our railing. We've had those out for the last year, but we just added some colors to work with those colors of railing that we just introduced this year. So full package on railing, the new pre-assembled welded railing, the lighting, the secondary handrail, and the thing that I think we missed is we're staring at this cable rail in front of us too.
Yes.
The ALX Contemporary pre-assembled comes unassembled with just a top rail and pre-drilled cable post with a really clean cable system, so you can go that way too if you want. So we tried to go real simple with railing, and that's where we are.
That's a good look right there. I love everything about that right now. I love the kind of I like the silver colored stanchion,
So sleek.
spacer bar there.
It's so sleek.
The black, the lights looks sharp.
Yeah.
Now, we did an episode a while back here, Jubs, I'm going to say maybe a couple months ago, we did an episode about some products that were if we thought they were trending. What did we call it?
Fad or forever.
We just talked about this. Yeah, I was talking
Fad
to
or
you about
forever.
it. I love that episode.
So we did this, and I think one of the things we talked about there on was joist tape. I believe we
right.
talked about. Was that right episode? Am I remembering?
No, I believe
that
joist
correctly?
tape was I think we
Joist
decided it was a
tape.
forever thing too,
So-
right?
It's here. It's forever.
And
Here
our
it is.
sphere of influence happened again.
Yeah.
We're like, they said it's forever. I guess we
so
should
we
get into
better
this
make
game.
some.
I think the difference here is we didn't get cute with a name. We just called it joist and flashing tape because that's what it is. So we do have a single joist and a double joist or beam size joist tape that is in the Deckorators brand, and it is just something we're offering for, when you offer a decking with a 25-year removal and replacement warranty, like you guys often say, make sure that structure underneath it's going to last, in pairing with that. So joist tape just, is becoming more commonplace, and almost like you said, it's forever. And it's just a good option, especially if you're redecking too. You see some guys they joist tape because they have the nail holes. So it's just another solution we're offering in the brand to pair with the decking.
So I didn't expect that. We showed up here and there was rolls of tape, and I was like, you guys are getting into the tape game. So
November surprise.
Yeah. What? Not to put you on the hot spot. How is yours better than everybody else's?
When you look at most of them in the industry, I think you guys had a whole episode on it. There's the asphalt tape. I
think we did, yeah.
Butyl
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah.
And, It's a standard butyl tape that just works well on decking on joist. And I wouldn't say there's some kind of superiority to it. I think joist tape, solves that issue in that way. So.
Yeah, so I'm wondering though, so one of the nice things about joist tape, side benefit is that you don't see the lumber between the boards anymore. It blocks everything out. But you guys decided to make yours pink. Why?
For those watching, we went hot pink. No,
it's black. Of course, it's black.
And and part of that too for our certified pros that log invoices and points. It's just another Deckorators purchase that they can earn rewards on as well. So that's part of it too. If you're a Deckorators contractor, you can certainly use joist tape, and that counts towards some of the rewards as well.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And sorry, what did you say that you have a few different widths, and what are the length of rolls? How much tape do you get in there?
It's a 50-foot roll, and it's just 1 5/8 inch on the single joist. I don't have the double one with you, but it's a double joist one as well.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay, so 2 sizes.
Yep, 2 sizes.
Good.
For it.
Good.
So you talked about your contractor loyalty points.
Yeah,
Was there some
certified pros.
changes there?
Sure. Our certified pros, we often refer to them. We mean it when we say they're family. We love working with contractors, and we have a number of certified pros. And what we heard pretty loud and clear last year, and even in the last 2 years, is there's certified pros who move to a different level, and so we are introducing the certified pro elite level for Deckorators certified pros, which will come with some extended benefits, priority on leads. There's just a number of things that they're going to get in addition to being a certified pro. So all of them, the rebate, the reward points don't change on your level because everybody deserves that, no matter what size you are. It's a flat 3% back going into 2020 on Deckorators purchases. Certified pro elite guys might get some custom swag and maybe some marketing opportunities with us, but we're extending that certified pro program to add that tier in there. So
Awesome.
Good. I don't know if you've had a chance. Have you kind of walked the show here a little bit yourself and seen anything yet, or you've been too busy?
It's when the booth first opened up, I was a little concerned. I'm like, man, this place it's going to be crickets, and then all of a sudden it was just like, here we are. So we've been in the booth busy the entire time, and I have not had a chance to get out. So
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to get a chance at some point to walk around, but no, I have not had a chance to walk it yet.
I can't imagine why people weren't here at 9 o'clock, right?
There's probably a few slow starters this morning.
A couple of bars out there that may have discovered.
Yeah, might have found a couple of those left.
The karaoke is good down here as well. I thought the karaoke was only good in Nashville, but I was wrong.
When your performance last night,
you
Wade,
weren't
was
wrong.
fantastic.
You were drunk.
I did not karaoke last night.
That you know of.
Save that for tonight.
That you're aware of.
Yeah.
Save that for tonight.
That's a Thursday
Absolutely,
night.
man.
Okay. Yeah, okay, well, I love the new products. I think if you haven't checked out Deckorators before, have a boo at it, right? Like, just go have a look. It's there's a lot to love, especially about the Voyage line. We're big fans of the Voyage line. You guys have a lot of different lines to offer, but
yeah, absolutely.
Voyage line is kind of your baby. And
Voyage is king right now, but yeah, certainly vault decking is an outstanding board. That's just a flat grain look for that, and the Frontier is the unvariegated, and then we have samples of our wood plastic decking here too. So we offer a full line of decking, but Voyage is certainly hitting a home run right now.
That's the one.
It's great.
I like your timing on these launches too. You and I have talked about this. It's just like launching at IBS, I always think it's too late.
It's tough.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
not the right time. So the fall launch, I think, is amazing. Gives everybody a chance to see this, get back to their lumber yards, let the yards know to start looking for this stuff, that they love it, they want it, So
Yeah, no, and it gives
you guys are doing a lot of good things right now.
It gives a chance too, because we're not above getting criticism or some kind of suggestion saying, it'd be cool if it was this instead, and we take that stuff into account, and this gives us a little flexibility to go, maybe we should make that change, or maybe we should make that something that will help a contractor or a dealer. So it's also just a good venue for that. We're open to the suggestions. So
sure, yeah, that's good. It's good when people listen. That's all you want, right? So
yeah,
we're gonna be back here again in not too much time. We're gonna crack up another podcast here, right?
It's coming. Speaking of cracking, we're gonna crack a keg here at about 2:00, 2 to 4 happy hour. You guys are gonna do some MC,
drinking,
open mic, drinking. Yeah, well, that's
perfect. I haven't had lunch yet, so this will be great.
No, thanks so much for being here, guys. We're simply providing the venue for your open voice to the industry, and we are so excited and welcome to see who jumps on the mic and where this thing goes. It's just going to be fun. We're going to have fun. So
yeah, and so we're going to wrap this up. We're going to throw up the open mic here. Thanks for having us, Jase. I appreciate it. You guys, if you're not at Deck Expo, tune into the rest of the episodes we're going to film here, because it's your chance to kind of catch up on what's going down at the Deck Expo 2019. Until next time, which is 20 minutes from now, we'll see you later.
Awesome.